The Liberals made huge election gains in Quebec, offsetting the seats they lost in Ontario to the Conservatives. Conservatives will again form the official opposition after picking up dozens more seats and having their best result in the popular vote since Brian Mulroney's win in 1988. The NDP may lose official party status as its seat count is well under 12. The only other party to win a seat was the Green Party's Elizabeth May. Our correspondent Wyatt Sharpe has more on who won and who lost in yesterday's election.
We saw a number of upsets and certainly some surprising results as well from really coast to coast. If you start in, places like Atlantic Canada, we were watching ridings like Central Newfoundland, Miramichi, Grand Lake, even the riding of Fredericton, where you had the likes of Dominic Carty, a former New Brunswick cabinet minister who dissented from the party and then, of course, started his own party by the name of the Canadian Future Party. Those were kind of interesting, but the final results from those ridings weren't really anything out of the ordinary that we were expecting. It's when we kind of start to get into Ontario and Quebec, where although the national kind of picture was similar to what we saw in a number of the polls, there were certainly some ridings where it kind of was just a shock as to what we saw. If you think about ridings even like Newmarket Aurora or Richmond Hill, Aurora Oak Ridge's Richmond Hill, certainly York Region was one example. They've been pretty reliably Liberal in recent elections. They all went Liberal, all of the ridings in 2021. And now this time, it's really the flip of that. They've all went Conservative. Leah Taylor Roy has lost her seat. The Conservative candidate in Newmarket, Sandra Codina, has won her seat, and Majid Johari, the Richmond Hill incumbent Liberal, has actually lost his seat as well. That's one example, but we've also seen scenarios, if you look even further west in British Columbia, where some people have lost their seats, and even elsewhere as well. Like if we looked at places in Alberta, in Calgary Centre, in Edmonton Centre, Amarjeet Sohi has lost his seat. And then, of course, the biggest upset of the night was in Carleton, where Pierre Poilievre, the Conservative leader, lost his seat. That's one example. Bruce Fanjoy, the Liberal candidate. There's a number of different upsets really from kind of across the country. And really, it kind of just paints the picture, especially in the case of Pierre Poilievre in the riding of Carleton, with respect to how can he advance forward as the party leader if he doesn't actually have a seat in the House of Commons. You saw that even after Mark Carney was elected as Liberal Party leader, it was very difficult for him to kind of get the message across of his party without having a seat in the House of Commons. So right now the question is, will a perhaps older, someone who's on the verge of retiring Conservative MP step down, maybe offer their seat to Poilievre so that Poilievre can run, have a seat in the House of Commons, and then go from there?